I spend a lot of time in transit.
Good morning, it is 4:30 a.m. Nothing I hate more than waking up this early. Will the car start?
From the 22 days I've already spent on the road this year to moving between New York City and up north in the woods, I've yet to spend more than 1 week in a row in a single place this year.
It sounds crazy when put like that, but I've learned that if you have the right gear, you can create from anywhere. I'm Becca, I take tech outside. This is the travel I tech with. Oh, shucks, I've done number 2. This is the tech I travel with. Got it.
Inside my backpack, the Mystery Ranch Urban Assault 21, I keep my laptop, which is a very used, cracked screen, sticky keys M1 MacBook Pro. I spoke about this backpack and this laptop in this video if you want to know more. Inside my Pelican, which is the 1510 NF carry-on, behind the Magic Mouse and keyboard I bring everywhere, is the piece of gear I have fallen in love with the most for on-the-go creating. It's only 0.2 inches or 0.5 centimeters thick and weighs only 2 pounds or 907 grams. And it's the $500 15-inch touch display from Espresso. Kinda looks like a mini iMac, doesn't it? Anyway, I have all of you to thank for it because I won it as a part of the Road Creator of the Year Awards when I won the tech category, so thank you. It's a 15.6 LCD touchscreen display with a 1080p resolution, a 60Hz refresh rate, and up to 300 nits of brightness that can represent 16.8 million colors. And while those specs don't read as fantastic, I've found that it's actually quite pleasing to look at for long periods of time, and mostly fine for the crappy color grading I do. If you're really serious about color reproduction, this isn't for you, but if you edit for endless hours at uncomfortable hotel tables and desks, then it certainly is. Now some of you may ask, Becca, why would you choose to use a crappier display and have to carry it around than the one that's just on your laptop? And when you're working at a desk and at a computer for as long as I am, small changes in comfort make a huge difference. And for me, sitting really close to my monitor and my mouse and keyboard directly underneath it makes it a lot more comfortable. Plus, this is a touchscreen, which is how you adjust its settings, but also means that I don't have to carry my Wacom tablet for doing those circles and arrows and X's that I do. My only problem with the display is that it's a bit expensive at $500, and I wish that it sat higher. As you can see, I resort to books for height often. For $69 though, Espresso sells this mounting stand that gives the monitor more height, which I might be investing in soon. As you can imagine, I travel with many cables, chargers, and SSDs. And the absolute best $30 I have spent were on these MagSafe SSD holders. They're called Terabyters from the maker Byron 7. The design is quite simple. There is a circle magnet that gets stuck on the back of your laptop and a magnetic puck with a Velcro strap that goes around your hard drive. It's utterly simple, incredibly useful, and keeps my hard drives in one place instead of dangling off the side. This is the only charging brick I travel with. It's an Anker Nano 65 watt. If you're using just a single port, it can charge up to 65 watts for fast charging, but of course, once you plug a few things in, those speeds drop to accommodate. That has never been a problem for me though, and nothing beats having only to carry one brick. I also bring this very old Anker PowerCore portable charger everywhere I go. And I store all of this in a Peak Design field pouch. But more on bags in just a moment. First, a message from this video's sponsor, Epidemic. Thank you, Epidemic, for sponsoring this video and allowing me to show all of you how I find the perfect sounds for my videos. This is Premiere Pro, that's where I do the majority of my editing, and Epidemic Sound actually has a plugin, which means that you can look for music right in Adobe Premiere without having to go to their website. And they have this feature that allows you to search for music based on the frame that is currently being shown in your timeline. So here is a shot of my cat being very afraid in the car wash. And how about this photo of a beautiful blue sky? Oh yeah, that's super vibey. Here's a shot of the S25 Ultra. Yeah, a little moodier, a little softer. Now what's cool is within the plugin, you can also just clip out certain parts of the song. So I click on the 3 dots here, I can go to show stems, and then I can download just the bass, or I can download just the instruments. And I really like this because sometimes a song, there's one element I don't like, and I can go into here and just download the parts that I want. So that's a little bit about how I use Epidemic. If you want to give it a try and have restriction-free access to over 50,000 songs and 200,000 sound effects, there's a link down in my bio for a free trial. And then you can also get 50% off your first 2 months if you sign up before March 15th. So thanks again, Epidemic, for sponsoring this video. Now back to the show. I love bags and I own way too many of them, but these are my absolute favorites. All of my cables go in this Peak Design field pouch. This is the version 2, and I bought it used through Peak Design's website. Shout out to Peak Design for having its own resale site. Always shop there first. I love that this pouch is small, expandable via Velcro, and has loops if you want to turn it into a shoulder or hip bag, which I have had to do in a pinch. I put all my toiletries in this Topo Design DOP kit. It is one of the larger DOP kits I've been able to find, and although I thought I would hate that it doesn't have any interior pockets, it turns out that doesn't really make a difference for me. When I'm out vlogging, I take this Wanderer 6-liter Rogue sling. I only got this 2 months ago, so I'm still trying to figure out how to best utilize all of its pockets. But what I like so far is that it's big enough to fit my Osmo, a drone or a full-frame camera, and my tripod, plus my wallet, phone, keys, etc. All without feeling huge. I love all the handles, and I love that it has a cushioned strap and back pad. It also has this expandable pocket that can hold a laptop, which is totally nuts, and I love it. My only gripe is that these small latches on the bottom of the bag can come undone easily on its own, which has led to my tripod falling out once or twice. If I need something a bit larger or I want shoulder straps to help with weight, I default to my Mystery Ranch bag. For even larger loads, I have this Lowell Pro BP 550 AW2. We used these at The Verge, and after hiking 8 miles with 40 pounds of gear on my back through Yosemite with my bud Viren, I fell in love with how comfortable this bag is, and I bought one of my own. Outside of comfort, what I love about this bag though is that you can actually unhook this top bag, which means that you can store all of your gear up in the top part of the airplane bin and bring the things that you need like headphones, charging cables, hard drives, and this bag down to your seat. And then of course I have my Pelican, which I mentioned at the top of the video, and this basic tripod bag, both of which I rescued from the trash when they were purging the Verge's office during the beginning of the pandemic.
All right, let's talk about cameras, which used to be the hardest thing to pack for every trip for me because I was obsessed with getting like the right camera for the right job. And this is gonna sound like bad advice, but I promise that it's actually good advice. Stop thinking so hard about it. Just have consistency.
My setup now breaks down into 3 parts. I bring my Osmo Pocket 3 for vlogging, a full frame camera for my stand-up / nice product shots, which has been the Nikon Z6 Mark III for nearly 5 months now, and a crappy point-and-shoot film camera. And of course, if I'm actively testing another camera, that obviously comes along too. The only camera I really want to talk about is this point and shoot. It has actually been the most fun for me lately. I used to take something like this everywhere I went, and then life got busy and I just forgot about it. But lately I've been missing taking carefree photos. And by that I mean using a camera that requires absolutely no thought. So I stuck this long weekend point and shoot camera pouch on the side of my backpack to make carrying and grabbing this little film camera as easy as possible. And currently I'm rocking the Double Film Show reusable 35mm camera, which has been bringing me loads of joy and is like only $15. There are so many reusable point and shoots out there, and they're all mostly the same, so I dare you just to dive in. I'm also working on an affordable point and shoot camera guide, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that. Last but not least, let's talk headphones. I don't go anywhere without them, and much like cameras, I break it into 3 parts. I have the Nothing Ear Open for working in quiet environments, super comfy, sound good enough, slim case that fits anywhere. Then I have an ANC pair of earbuds for walking, talking, commuting with no cords or bulk, and for a while my go-to there has been the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. Great sound quality, I never think about battery life, 0 connectivity issues, and a cool case. And then lastly, I have this very beat up pair of Bose 700s that desperately need new ear cushions for when my ears grow tired of in-earbuds. There are of course lights and microphones that I travel with as well, but I talked about those in my everyday carry video, which I'll link down below, and not much has changed since then. The other thing I want to say is never buy anything full priced. Like, wait till it goes on sale, shop refurbished, shop used. I promise that you don't need to rip the cellophane off of something in order to feel good using it. So, with that, do what you wish. If I left anything out, let me know down below. I'll be down in the comments. I'll talk to you there. Appreciate you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!